Hello everyone, welcome back to this lecture. I hope all are well. In previous lecture, I discussed about the lambda function in Python, which is a small and anonymous function which should be used when you need only once in a code. It can be used with other function like filter, map and sorted function, but their limitation is also there. We don't need to use the lambda function when there is a need of multiple expression, as well as when we have a function should be of a complex logic, so we should use the def based function. So in this lecture I will discuss about error handling in Python. When you run a code, you will get a error. So how to handle the error? So this lecture is all about how to handle the error. And let's start this lecture. Let me take a pen. Yeah. So error handling in a Python allow you to detect and manage runtime error. Runtime error are those error which are come during the execution of the code without crashing your program. You are trying to handling the error, managing the runtime error without crashing your program. Your program will be run as it is. There is no such crashing will happen. If you don't use the error handling, it will crash in between when you have an error. So it will help you to write a robust code as fault tolerant code. Okay, fault tolerant code. So before dive into the error handling, first understand the type of error in Python. There are two major types of error in Python. First is syntax error, second is runtime error. In syntax error, for example, you want to print the hello. You write print keyword of Python and use the opening parenthesis and write the string, and you run the code. So you will get a error. That error will be called as a syntax error, because you get error. You have an invalid code structure. You don't follow the rules of the programming language, that is Python. So in this example I should write the close parenthesis to avoid the error. So this is a syntax error which occur you enter an invalid code structure, input. Second is a runtime error which occur when you run the code during the it will occur during the program execution. When you run a code, it can be handled through the try except block. That is the core of this lecture. You are handling the error through the try and accept. So there is no remedy for the syntax error, but there is a remedy for the runtime error through the try and accept block. So syntax error, you need to learn the rules of the Python programming language. Okay. So I will discuss how to handle the runtime error. It will be handled through the try and accept block. So first understand there are common exception in a Python, common error in a Python. So first is a zero. I have written some few error in the Python. So let's discuss zero division error. It occur when you divide an integer by a zero number. So it will lead to a zero division error. If you enter a you write a code and user have to enter a integer, but you are entering a string, so it will lead to a type error. Similarly, if you enter an invalid input, it will lead to value error. If you accessing the number from an iterable object, like if you have write a list having it 2 item, Okay, you are accessing the second element. You write a here I write a list variable, and here I write a 1, it will give you a 3 output. If I write a 2, so it will lead to a index error. It is index out of range. Key error will occur when you accessing the value through a key. That key are not present in the dictionary. So these are the few errors, and there are many more errors. I will discuss when I in upcoming lectures, when we build a small projects, where I will use the better practice and adding a error, handling the error as well. So to handle the runtime error when you execute a code, so Python provide a built-in exception handling mechanism that can be handled through the try and except block. Okay, so we are only handling the runtime error, not a syntax error. Syntax error can be handled only learning the rules of the Python. So what should be the syntax? Syntax is first write a try keyword and writing a colon, and you have to mention the block of codes that will be execute. In try, first I discuss the syntax, and is accept. Here is a block of code. Okay, so first understand the what does it mean the try, what happened in the try, and what happened in the accept. In try block, let you test a block of code for a error. Here you write a code will be tested in a try block. If you enter a, if you find an error, if you get an error, so it will be called to the accept block. Like accept block let you handle the error. I will take example through this. I will explain this. For example, you have written a you have written a try and result is 10/0 cause error. It will cause a error because it is not resolved by error, so it will handle the error. Handling error means the code written by the accept, code written after the accept, it also executed. If you don't write the try and accept block, it will crash the program. Okay, so in a try, what happen? First test the code. If code does not give error, the accept block will not be executed. Accept block will be executed when it will lead to error. So try is nothing but checking the code, testing the code. If code does not give error, so it will execute as should be executed. If it will give error, so accept block will be handle it. So here accept we also write the what type of error are there. Like here zero division error. We can also if we don't have a knowledge of type of error, so we can leave it this section, leave this keyword. Okay, write accept colon, then write it. Okay, so move to the, if you have a if you want to handle the multiple exception, like you have a try, you testing the code, if code does not have error, so it is good. If it has an error, so it will be handled. So you need to mention here what type of error are there, like zero division error, type error, value error. It will be handled. If it is a zero division error, so this code block will be executed. If it is type error, so this code will be executed. So Python automatically determine what type of error are there. Okay, so move to the next. Else block. Else block, I will show you here. You return a try and accept, you have to accept and else. Else block will only execute when there is no error. Suppose you write a block of code, and first a try block will be test the code, test the block of codes. If there is no error, so it is good. So it will else will be executed. If there is an error, so accept block will be executed. So I will repeat again. If there is an error, first try block will be test the code, block of code. If there is an error present, so accept block will be executed. type of error we have written in the except. If there is no error when testing the code in try block, if there is no error, so else block will be executed. Okay, so that is the else block. Or if I say in a best practice, you should use the else block because it will mentioning there is no error in the code. Your best practice. And move to the next. There is another finally block. Finally block, it will help you like when you execute a code, so it will show you, it will always execute the code written under the finally keyword. It will execute it regardless of result of try and except blocks. In case of else, when there is no except, there is no error, so else will be executed. But if there is error, or not, the finally block will always execute. I will show you example. This is a try block, this is accept block. Finally, if in try block it will test the code, yeah, there is no error, so final block will be executed. If there is error, the action will be executed, and final block will also executed. So there is a key difference between the else and except and finally. I will repeat again. First you write error, you write a code, and here code will be tested. If there is an error, so Python will determine which type of error are there. If you mention the type of error, it will execute them, and else will not be executed. Okay, but finally will be executed. If there is no error in try, so except will not execute, so else will be executed, finally will also execute. So you are saying finally block will always execute if there is error or not, but else will be executed when there is no error. Okay, so you can raise the error through the raise keyword. Like I written an example to explain the concept. You mention the age, user will enter the here age, and it check the age. If age is less than 18, so it raise a value error. So you want a user should enter the age must be greater than 18. If you enter the age less than 18, so it will raise the error. Otherwise, it will be run the code. Okay, it is a manually created error. You can handle that through the raise keyword. Okay, and so in this lecture, I discuss about the try, accept, and else finally block. What is the key difference between the finally, else, and try and accept, and what kind of error they are handling, which is runtime error, not a syntax error. Syntax error, we have to learn the rules of the programming. And I have provided a theoretical part of the handling the error. I will write a code where I will show the implementation of the concept which I explained here. So move to the VS Code, where I will explain the each code and implement it. So first I will create a file. Here I will create a file, and here I will write error handling. Here I will write error handling .py. Okay, and close it. Yeah, so understand from basic. First I will print a statement. I will write print. Suppose you return a hello, so it will not give you any error, it is correct. Okay, if I write this one, so VS Code is so smart, it will detect the error or not, because it gives you a red indication. So here you will see the syntax error because you have missed the this open parenthesis should be closed with the closed parenthesis, so we have to add it. So I will add, it will run. Okay, so Suppose I write here, I write here print hello world. Okay, then I will check. Then I will check it. Then you will say syntax error. The code written after this line, there is no execution, because it first it will read the code, read the numbers from starting to end. So this will lead to error. So the code written after that will not be executed, but we want to execute. So how to do it? We can use the try and except block. I will show you. I will first I will write the try here, try keyword in Python. Then I will write the here. Okay, here I will write except. Then I will write here. Okay, first I will close it, because try except block will handle only the error which is occur during the execution. This is called a runtime error. So I will write print error occurred. So I take example through which I will explain this. So I write here same example, result. I will write here 10 by 0. Here I will write the type of error are there. Here is a zero division error. So I mention the zero division error, and error can't divide by 0. Okay, so you will see. First I will show you the what happened. Okay, I also write here print results. Okay, and okay, I will first I copy this. I will run without try except, then I will run after using the try except block. I want to see what happened. Yeah, so I run without try except. Okay, we are getting error of zero division error, division by 0. So how to avoid it? So we can avoid through try except block. So I write here and comment this. So you will see the output can't divide by 0. Okay, so first is check it, result, check it. It is first try block will check there's error not, there's error, yes. So it will check in this block except block, it is error, so it will print the can't divide by 0. Okay, and if you have a multiple error, like I write here, I write num int input. I want a number from a user here, enter, and after that I will write here result, and I will write a 10 by number. Okay, so I will enter here except block. Here I will write value error, and here I will write print error invalid input. Okay, so you will see first is enter number. I will enter the here 2. So it is, there is no error. You can see the in try block. If you run again, I write 0, so it will give a 0 division error. Error can't divide 0. So Python automatically detect which type of error are there. It is error this one, it will give you answer. If I run again, I write here string, suppose. So what happened? Invalid input. You can see it. And I can also write the this error in a only single except. I will show you here. I copy this and comment out. Okay, I will use the value error. First I will make, I write here, after writing, and here I will write as Elias. Okay, then I write here error occurred. Okay, here I will write print, I will write error occurred. Okay, I will write here, so I have to use the f string because I have to print out the number here. So you will get a I will write enter here like 2, there is no error. I will write 0, division by 0. So E mention here, so E here it will take 0 division error. If I write here string, so you will get a invalid integer. Okay, this is called a type error. I can write a type error, not a value error, type error. If I write here type error, what happened? See it. So again use the same STRA, so you will get a value error, invalid in literal for input. So here value error, so we have added value error. Okay, and next is a I will use the else block with the try except. So how it will work? Here I will remove this. Okay, I will copy the same and use this. After copying, decomment it, and everything is good. I will write the else block. The else block when execute when there is no error. Okay, there is no error. Print I mention here no error. So you will see there is no error. I will write 12, so no error. Okay, yeah, I can write here I write here F. I will write here result. Okay, I will. So else block will only execute when there is no error. I will run again. If I write a 0, it will give you a 0 division error. If I write some string, it will give you a invalid input, value error. If I run writing a 2, so it will give you a else block executed, and it will give you a value. Okay, 5. When we divide the 10 by 2, we will get a 5. And last is finally will work. Finally block will work when regardless of error occur or not. I will show you. First I write finally block generally used when you have to close the file. I write a try block and write file open. I write here sample.txt file I made here, and I write here read the file. After reading, I will write the content file dot read. Then I will write here except. Then here I have file not found error. File not. Then you will get file not found error. Here I will write print statement. Here error and file not found. Okay, what we are doing, we are taking a sample.txt file and we are reading that file, and after reading, and we take the content the content variable, but in actual there is no such file. Sample.txt, there is no such file. I will show you here. There is no such file here. Okay, so we are reading and it will lead to error. I will write, and I will write here finally block. Finally block will run regardless of, always run regardless of error occur or not. Print. Here I will write closing the program. Okay, I will run it. So you will say error file not found. Okay, suppose if I make a file, I made a file sample.txt file. I write here no, I am a learning Python. I wrote a content, and again I read it. In previous we don't have a file, but I create a file. Now what happened? So you will say see, there is no such error occur, and it show the closing program. So you will see when error occurred, it final block executed. When error not occurred, even final block also executed. Okay, so key difference between the else and finally block is that else block will only execute when there is no error. Finally block will execute regardless of error occur or not. So last concept remains like if you want to raise a manual error, exception, handling the exception through raise keyword. So I will explain through example. Suppose you want a age from a user, so we use the input keyword in a Python and enter the age. After entering, then I will write we want age should be 18. Age should not be less than 18. Age should not be less than 18. So I will raise a value error, and I will write here age should not be less than 18. Okay, after this I will write a else block where when condition of if is false, then else block will be executed. Okay, so I will write here access granted. Yeah, if I talk about to voting of a person, so in India voting age is 18. Yeah, more than 18 you can give a vote. So I write eligible for vote. Okay, so I will run the code. So I have to enter the age. I enter the age 12. So you will get a age should not be less than 18. I will write 18. Yeah, so eligible for vote. So you can handle the error accordingly. Yeah, if I write like that 18. Okay, I will write here 12. So it will lead to error, value error, because age is less than 18. If I write here 18, so eligible for vote. So if I talk about the you need to adhere to the best practice. You should whenever you are writing handling the error, runtime error, so you need to mention the which type of error are there, like file not found error, because we have not created file. We don't have file in our file manager. So we need to specify the error name, which type of error you can encounter. Or else block should be right, because it will indicate there is no error. And finally block is used when we have to closing the file, like we have opened the file, so we need to close it. That is the best practice. So we need to write here file.close. Okay, we write file.close. Okay, so we need to use this. So file look should be used, and I hope you understand the file handling and what are the different types of error in the Python, like syntax error, runtime error, and different types of runtime error, and how to handle it to try and accept. We also see the uh, else block as well as finally block, and we see this through the examples while writing code. Still, if you have any query, you can comment uh, in the comment section, and thank you so much everyone. See you in next lecture.